Ep16 is no joke. Audio so rough, makes your ears choke. But they keep talking, voices ain't broke. Budget keeps microphones stroke. We ain't got cash, just passion black. Audio crack. Rock this podcast. Crack the podcast. Crackling audio, background invite. Authentic sound in the dead of the night. Listeners tune in, nothing's ever tried. Raw and pretty, not pristine or light.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming to. Maybe you should have.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. I'm Kevin.
Yeah, and I'm Clay,
There you go.
the guy that messes up the intro.
It happens. Hey, we're live. That's what happens when you're live.
Yeah.
Literally 10 seconds before, we come to this screen, I'm like, hey, you want to do the intro? It's like, yeah, I'll do it.
And then I just totally flubbed it.
Oopsies. Oh, all right, guys. This week we are doing a, what do you want to call it? A budget podcasting spotlight.
Yeah, we're spotlighting.
Yeah, we're going to do a spotlight. We're spotlighting the Toner TD510. Both of us are on it right now. I am using a aftermarket pop filter or windscreen, and Clay, I think you're using the original, right?
Yep, just using the stock.
Yeah. And
Yep.
honestly, I enjoy the sound that comes from this
No, it's
device.
good. I don't think I even have. Yeah, I don't even have enhancements turned on. It's just how it sounds.
I did play with a little bit of EQ on mine, but not much. It's more or less just like limiters and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is the sound that you get from the Toner TD510. I do want to we will also be talking about branding a little bit later, branding for your podcast. But since this is a budget podcasting show, let's actually talk about tech, because I think we're going to start talking more tech than actual, peripheral things for budget podcasting. We'll still throw that in there, but I think we kind of want to switch more to just tech, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. When I was saying that, I didn't mean like we were doing a bad thing. Just I was like, well, we got to stick to the gear.
Yeah.
But then sometimes we're gonna have a show that's not about gear because how many times can we get new budget podcasting gear? So
This is true. We may rehash some things, but
Yeah.
or if we come up with something new. A lot of times when we do these shows, it's because we're talking about what's actually going on in our lives that week. Something may have happened. We may have actually gotten a piece of gear that we want to talk about, something like that. But right now we're going to talk about the Toner TD510. I do want to show you that, oops, wrong slide, starting off bad. There we go. The Toner TD510, it is a warm and balanced vocal. I will say, if you hear it now, it does pick up more low end than it does highs. It stays a little low. So yeah, it's a cardioid pickup. It looks like a little booty right there.
it does.
It does, yeah.
Little peach.
People say heart, I say booty.
Yeah, I'm going with booty or something else.
Yeah. But this is the sound that you're getting. It is kind of warm. It is balanced. I do enjoy the sound of this. It does have excellent noise suppression, apparently. Latest dynamic unit with noise reduction tech presents clean and detailed voice. It is really clean and detailed. I will say that it does have a sound and noise ratio of 95 dB if you're into the technical side of things.
Yeah.
Let's see. We
And
got
as far as the noise suppression goes, I would say almost all of them have some level of it, but it's never, to me, it's never enough. Like I always want to put a little bit more noise suppression in there.
Well, with dynamic microphones, you do get a little bit of, it's more sound rejection than noise suppression. But yeah, with the dynamic microphone, you definitely get a little more than you would with a I almost said cardioid
Condenser,
and
yeah.
condenser.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know
all right.
why. I don't know why I always get those things. I stumble over them all the time. But it is also a plug and play device. Under USB mode, there's no additional drivers required if you want to use this in USB mode. I don't think either one of us are in USB mode right now.
No.
I'm actually not a fan of the sound in USB mode. It's a little thinner. I don't think it's as rich. And I think, didn't you have a problem with it in USB mode at one point?
I did. I don't even remember if I resolved it or figured out what it was, but it was every time I tried to do it USB mode, plugged straight into my computer, it had this weird, like I sounded like robotic. It was just weird.
And I mean, that could just be a one-off thing, but I didn't have that problem when I tested this in USB mode when I first did my review on it. I actually really enjoy the XLR more than USB, but the USB is not bad at all. If you are starting off podcasting, starting a podcast, this would be a great microphone to start with because you can then upgrade to the XLR.
Plus, not if you were doing that and you didn't have an interface, so you know you can't do any EQing or processing. Doesn't this have some options on it?
It does. It does. You can go right here, and it does have your mute. It has a little bit of gain increase, gain decrease, which is basically bringing up the sound of your voice and down.
Oh, yeah, that's not what I was thinking.
Yeah,
But yeah.
no. But it's better than not having anything.
Right.
So you can also adjust your headphone volume and your microphone volume right on the device itself because there's no additional drivers needed.
Right.
Let's see. And you can monitor yourself with this microphone. Like I know that there's some microphones out there that you can't self-monitor with, and this one you can, which is a huge, huge, huge plus.
Yes.
And it does, like I said, it is XLR. And this is the price. This is the price you can get for it right now, guys. $47.69 with a 15% off coupon. If you want a link for this, and it does come with an XLR cable and the USB cable for whichever way you want to use this, I am going to put a link in the comments. This is an affiliate link. This is my affiliate link. If you would like to pick up the toner TD510, I just wanted to make sure that I specify it is my affiliate link. That way, you know, I'm not trying to dupe anybody. I do like get a small commission if you use that link. All right. That is the toner TD510. Clay, do you have anything that you would like to say about the toner TD510?
I like it. I love the warm sound of it with no EQing. I like it with EQing also, but I liked it with this microphone and some others that I've tested. You don't have to put anything on it, and it sounds pretty good just by itself.
Yeah, it really does. It gives a nice broadcasty, warm, almost rich sound to your voice. It definitely stays in the low end, so you want to be careful. If you already have a low voice, this may not be the microphone for you. because it's low and it's hard to EQ it out.
Yeah. So this is, now I've got it on warm. I don't know what that, this is without warm. This is what it sounds like without warm. And this is what it sounds like with warm.
All right. I have it right now. This is no processing on it whatsoever. This is right out the box. This is how it would sound right out the box. I am going to put it on the processing that I normally have. And I like this sound as well, but, you know, I like to play with things and I like things to sound slightly different than right out the box. And this is how it sounds with a little bit of processing.
Yep. That's why we do this.
Man, it's just so much fun to play with like microphones and getting the out the box sound to change to the way you want it to sound.
Right. I actually don't like this now that I'm listening to it. I'm going to turn it off and just leave it alone.
What do you mean?
I didn't like the warm enhancement, so I just turned off the enhancements.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds good.
I like it better without it.
And that's another thing. If you don't like something, you can always change it.
You can change it. Yep.
I love that. I love that. All right, guys. The next thing we want to talk about, if you have any questions on the toner TD510, just put it in the comments below.
Real quick, too. Hi, Pam and Steve. We didn't forget that. We just getting busy.
Yeah, we're rolling in. We're rolling in hot, if you will. Rolling in hot. And that was kind of the plan when we first started, was to, you know, get the stuff that we planned done and then go into the comments. But I mean, we got away from that, and I kind of like recognizing the people right away too.
Yeah.
So it just feels more.
Yep. I figure when you go live, you got to wait 10 to 15 minutes before everybody files in. Then you go ahead and start saying hi's, because in the first 5 minutes, everybody's still turning it on. And
yeah, they're finding us. And we're competing against football. So, I mean.
Yeah. I can tell, too, by when I look up at that little eyeball at the top.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell as well. It's perfectly fine, though. The next thing we want to talk about is branding. If you notice, I have 2 channels. I have my Back to the Retro Review channel, and I have the Mod Squad Network. To me, branding is super important, to where when people see, you know, whether it be Clay's disco ball, because anytime I see a disco ball now, I think of you, Clay. It's just,
Yeah.
it really is. Like I was at Five Below seeing a disco ball, and I'm like, oh, Clay.
Which is where both of those came from.
And so, like, I think, like, the branding is hugely important, because when people see it, they recognize, hey, they recognize your channel. They're like, and branding can be anything from, you know, just a cheap canvas print that I have on my walls to a shirt. I have another shirt on underneath it, which has really bad words on it. So that's why I have this one on. So it's,
you should have worn it. Who cares?
Well, I didn't know if you cared about it or not.
Dude, I don't care. I'm the last person you got to worry about.
But it says, my shirt says F Cancer on it because.
Oh, I've got videos that have that same thing on my shirt with the little ribbon.
Mine don't have a ribbon. It's a shirt that I made because I have a heat press, and I've pressed a ton of shirts. Like, my closet is probably 90% designs I've made.
You made,
yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, you make sure that, you know, when you're starting to do podcasting, when you're getting into it, once you get comfortable, then start thinking about, what's my brand? What do you want your branding to look like? Like right here, Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. I kind of made this real quick, and it's kind of stuck, and
it's just there now. Yeah, it's part of the landscape.
And I like it. I think Clay likes it. So it's branding is hugely important.
And you'll notice when you're doing this stuff. Hang on one second.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing this, if you put elements like that in your videos and people see them kind of on a repetitive basis, the moment you don't have them, somebody's going to notice it and they're going to comment. They're going
That's
to be
true.
like, "Hey," and it's not like they're complaining; they notice it right away. So it's really important that you stick with your branding. Pick something that's maybe you like these disco balls. I don't dance. I don't go to disco, but it's funny. To me, it's funny. Yeah. But to me, it's hilarious to see a disco ball in the background. And that's exactly why it's there. I wanted something to just stick out.
And that has become your brand. Like we
Yeah.
have a disco ball in the center of the screen right here as well.
Yeah. If you look, yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
anytime we go budget podcasting with Clay and Kevin, no matter what screen we're on, more times than not, there's going to be a disco ball in there
There's
somewhere.
something.
Yeah.
The intro and outro screens have it on it.
Yep. Yep. But I think that's really all we have. We wanted to showcase and feature the toner TD510. Because I don't think we've used it in a while, and I wanted to break it out again. And B, because I think it's a really good sounding microphone at a great price. It's under $50, especially with the coupon. So definitely.
And it's a good sound that you're getting.
Yes, it is a really good sound. What does everybody out there think of the sound that this thing is giving? I'd like to get opinions from the audience. Opinions.
How do we sound on these microphones, Pam and Steve?
And whoever else is watching, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some others. Well, wait a minute. Maybe I think it's counting us.
I'm not watching.
No, because we commented.
Oh, maybe.
There's 5. Oh no, now there's 6. Never mind.
So
I stand corrected. Yeah, what do they sound like? Do they sound good? I mean, do they sound too bassy or just right?
Yeah, I think that they put out. I mean, I've never had any complaints with the sound from this microphone.
Yep, not me.
All right.
I was looking for the crickets noise.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, do you? This is us waiting for somebody to let us know how we sound.
Which is fine. I can talk about these microphones all day long.
Oh yeah.
Like when I got this microphone, I don't like the pop filter on it. I don't like the original pop filter. I think it's a little thin.
Yes, it is.
It does pick up plosives very badly. And so I got the aftermarket pop filter on, and it still picks up plosives. Like, I mean, not if you're using good mic technique, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, but if you're not, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. It's not horrible, but it's not great either.
Just don't do that. Don't go right into it,
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody should be using good mic technique. When I see a podcast and they grab that microphone and they're like talking right into it like this, it drives me nuts.
It does? I kind of like it.
I don't like when they talk right into their microphone. I think it, I don't know. Because I do pick up a lot of peas pop in and stuff like that when they do it.
Yeah. I'm looking for something real quick.
Not a problem. I can carry the show, I think. Let me check, see if people are actually commenting but not saying any, but it's not showing up, because that could happen as well.
That has happened before.
Yep. See no comments there. I gotta check all the feeds. Let's see, there's this one. No, okay, we both sound good, Steve-O said. And mine.
Oh, there we go. Yep. I'm gonna do something real quick. I gotta put it in front of my face so you can see it because of my blacked out. I'm gonna put on this big fat pop filter, this windscreen, just to give you an example.
Yeah, because the windscreen really does make a difference in the type of sound that you'll get with it as well. Steve said he's stuck on his fine tank. No help. I get it, man. That fine tank 3. Fine tank 3 is really awesome.
What does he mean by no help?
I don't think we're not, I think it's because we're not talking about the fine tank 3.
Oh. Yeah, he likes that one.
I do too. It's in my top 5 of favorite microphones for sure. Probably my 3rd favorite.
Yeah. So this is with this big one. This big one makes, to me, it makes every mic I have sound so nice, but it's huge. It takes up like so much real estate in the screen.
Yeah, and for me, I know a lot of us are into what the microphone sounds like, but I'm doing a video podcast here. To me, it not only has to look good, but it has to sound good as well.
Yeah, both.
And yeah, it needs both. And I can't have something that big in front of my face. It's just not me.
I know what you're saying. But
Yeah.
but it's like, ooh, listen to it. You know,
Oh, it sounds amazing. It does.
It's a big difference. And even you can get like really close and it still sounds pretty awesome, I think.
Oh, definitely. It sounds really good, but aesthetically, not for me. Now, if you're doing voiceover work or something like that, that would be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect.
Yeah, because it's not going to be seen at all.
Exactly.
And it's nice. It's probably not taxing to listen to through that big muffle, you know?
Yeah, yeah. If you're doing, like I said, voiceover work, if you're editing and you're talking over a video for, I don't know, anything, that would be the perfect thing to use.
Yeah. I've considered trying to do some voiceover stuff like Audible, like, you know, reading books just for side money. I just haven't really taken the leap and looked into it.
I don't know if I have the voice for it. I still don't like my voice. I've come to the fact to where I'm okay listening to my voice, but I don't think I have the voice for something
I think it's
like
just
that.
a thing up here. Possibly.
Maybe. It very well could be.
I don't like the way, like if I hear a voicemail that I left for somebody or somebody somehow had me recorded, I don't like that. But ever since the first time I hooked up a microphone, like a decent microphone, I've never once had an issue with my own voice, which I'm not trying to sound conceited. I just, right off the bat, I was like, ooh, this sounds good.
Well, for me, I'll say it's more of the accent that I'll slip into every now and again. It's it's the southern twang will come out, and it's like, ugh, that didn't sound good.
I hate that I still have that a little. It's even worse when I hang around people that have it, but I hate that I've lost it kind of.
Yeah, you definitely have more of a northern accent than a southern accent. Yeah.
Well, because I've spent more time up here and out west than I did in Florida.
Now, do you say wash or wash?
I do not say wash. Where does that come from?
Tell me you've heard of that before. Though,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But where is that?
I'm gonna go wash the dishes.
Who says that?
There's no R in wash.
Or radiator.
Radiator. Clay sounds like Clay. Kevin sounds a little deepish or bassish. I can fix that. Let me just maybe. How's that? No, that's worse. I mean, I could go neutral or no processing. I could go no processing and sound like that.
See, I think the bassiness sounded better.
I do too.
Bill says are you saying Ohio for where wash comes from?
Wash? Yeah.
Wash the dishes and wash their hands?
Go wash them. Do you call soda pop? Do you call it pop up there?
No, a soda. It's
There's
just
like-
soda. It's
No.
And now when I was in Florida before I came up here, I never referred to it as anything other than Coke. And when I said a Coke, that was everything. It was encompassing Pepsi, Sprite, Mountain Dew. I'm gonna get a Coke.
Yeah.
To me, they were all Cokes.
That's exactly it.
Bill is in Florida too. He's down right where I was living, Palm Bay.
Ooh, nice. It must be your in. I don't know my in.
You're in? What are you talking about, Bill? What do you mean it must be you're in? He probably did a typo.
I know all about typos. You guys get on to me all the time when I'm typing in on your and
You're great. You did one the other day to me that was so awesome.
yeah, that was a
which
big
one?
oops. I
remember that
remember. I remember. I was embarrassed after I sent it. Yeah.
Why? You don't gotta be embarrassed with me. You gotta get to know me better. You'll realize that there's nothing that you could be embarrassed about around Clay.
So I don't know if anybody knows, but I got new headphones. I don't look like an alien anymore, guys.
Yeah, man. So I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but because usually his background is a little darker, so it kind of hides it. And I was not picking on him when I said this, but he had different lighting on one day. We weren't recording or being live, and it was brighter in his room. And I was like, "Holy crap, man! I can see. Look at that thing. It was like it's like this high above his head."
I got them right here. Hold on.
Yeah.
I won't be able to hear anything, but I'll show you.
Watch this. Look. Oh, see, it's kind of hard to tell because of the dark background, but yeah, it's like way up there.
There we go.
So, how are you liking those?
I really like them. My old ones were, and I didn't know it. They did have so much bass in them. They had a lot of bass in them that I didn't realize that the difference between these.
Because you hadn't listened to multiple pairs, yeah.
Right. And I mean, I've had crappy headphones, but these are so good. They are so good.
The first pair that I had was, I still have them. My daughter left them somewhere. I think she's got them at her mom's, but they're One Audio, but audio is spelt with an O. It's like ODIO.
Audio.
Yeah, I think I paid like $50 for them. They're Bluetooth, or you can put a plug on them, a cord. They were great. They were awesome. I just one day got a hair across my ass and got a pair of Rode NTH 100s, and then I stumbled across these cheap on Facebook Marketplace. And
That was a heck of a deal.
Yeah, ever since I put these on, I can't even. I'm like, nope, not wearing the other ones.
Yeah, these. I mean, granted, they're $35 headphones, but as far as what they sound like, everything is kind of neutral. Like it's fairly neutral. It's the difference was amazing when I put them on. Like, oh my God, this is so much better for editing and reviewing microphones. This is gonna make it sound in my ears much better.
Right. I think. Oops, I lost my train of thought. I'm moving stuff around. I think they look good, and the price.
They're super comfortable too on my head. Like I
I've
almost
gotten
feel like
used
they fit better.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. The Rode NTH 100s are a very flat sound. So it's kind of like you're hearing the true sound of everything.
Yeah.
But I've gotten so used to having the cloth ear cups. I don't know if I'd want to go back to like my One Audios were the vinyl.
Yeah, the vinyl pleather or whatever you want to call them. Yeah. I that was actually the suggestion I made in my review was, hey, there's nothing bad I got to say about these. Make a version 2 that are open back and cloth.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all.
So
Really all
the
I
video
have.
that I'm working on, I made a suggestion in that as well. I'm not going to say publicly what it is because I'm not sure that it's fully released. I don't know.
Maybe you should reach out to your rep and find out.
I did,
Oh, okay.
but I emailed him this evening, and there's a 12-hour time difference, so I won't be
Right.
able to. I probably won't hear from him until tomorrow.
Well, that's good that you. So it's actually what, your second.
Yeah, that's my second review from Fine that where they've sent me something.
Very cool. I wasn't gonna say the company, but
No, it's
I was
okay.
gonna-
I'll say
okay.
fine. I'm just not gonna say what the mic is yet because I'm not sure if it's been released because I tried to look up some information on it today and I couldn't find it. And I was like, I found it, but it was a comparison and I wanted to get just that microphone, so I went to their website and it's not on there. So
It's a secret.
it could be.
It's a secret. Shh. Hey guys, don't tell nobody. I'll tell you what microphone it is. It's
Yeah.
so there you go.
What'd you say? You were like cut out or something?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
I said it once and I won't say it
you
again.
said it was right?
Yep, that's exactly what I
okay.
said.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny. But yeah. So we drifted. We went from the TD510 to some headphones, which is okay. I'm just trying to think. I mean, I
We were
can't
talking
really say
branding.
anything else. Yeah. I can't really
we
say anything
talked
else
branding.
about the mic.
No, and like I said, guys, if you have any questions about the TD510, please let us know. There is a TD520, which is basically the same microphone, but it has LED, RGB, or an RGB ring around the back. I'm not
Yeah.
not big on the RGB anymore.
Nah, me neither. I mean, you know what though?
Honestly,
There's a group that are, and that's
Yeah.
it's for them. So
yeah. Honestly, the one mic that I kind of want that has RGB on it is the Cherry Ingel. Ingel?
Nagale, yeah.
Yeah. It has a RGB on the back, but it's not bright. It's like a low light
Subtle.
RGB, subtle. That I can deal with. I'll be okay with.
One of the PD, the Mayono PD. I'm trying to think which one of them. One of them has RGB that's to me acceptable. It's like same thing. It's just a ring and it's subtle. It's not too bright. Because when they're too bright,
Yeah.
they don't look the same on camera as they do in person.
This is true. They look better on person and they can almost blow out
Yeah.
they can almost blow out the image. It'd be more focused on the RGB than it would be you, and you don't want
Right.
that. What's up, Anthony Lewis? How's it going? So, guys, if you have any questions whatsoever about anything podcasting, we did feature the Toner TD510 tonight, and we talking about branding as well. If you have any questions about that or just any questions whatsoever, this is the Q&A portion of the show where we're just talking, BSing.
Yeah. And I'm thinking when it comes to branding also, it more pertains, this is just my opinion, more pertains to stuff like this, podcasting or just making YouTube content where you're in a studio. Because there's a lot of people on YouTube that have channels that are big channels that don't really have branding in a sense because like they're always out and about doing something or out, like
Right.
outdoors. So they don't have nothing.
Vlogs.
Yeah.
They're more vlogs, yeah.
Yep.
For me, I always think branding though, like it's just one of those things because if you get to a point where you get a good enough following, you can eventually start selling T-shirts, and that can be a source of income.
Yep. Gonna have a disco ball on a black shirt someday.
There you go. Hey, you know what? You could put your logo on a disco ball.
Oh yeah, sell a disco ball.
There you go. Have Clay's face spinning around your room.
Just like that.
Yep, there you go. Oh, guys, do you have any questions whatsoever? How was everybody's weekend or week so far? Hey, Hey, I got a question. Have you seen Fine Fine's? It's older. It's one of their older microphones. I think it's a USB microphone. It's called the Rocket, the Fine Fine Rocket.
Nope.
Dude, look that up. That is a crazy looking microphone. It's RGB'd out big time. It is like the most RGB I think I've ever seen on a microphone.
Fine Rocket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy. I think that's what it's called.
The Ampla Rocket, the K651 Ampla Rocket.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. That thing looks. I don't want to go with that because it's a video. Let me go look up Fine.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that they sell it on their website anymore. Like I said, I think it's a older product, but it looks crazy.
Yeah, I don't see it at all. I see one of the ones that I have, the K690, which is like a knockoff of the Blue Yeti.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
Images. Oh yeah, right there. I see it.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, that's a cool looking mic though.
It is cool looking, but man, there's so much RGB in it.
How can I? Let's see. You want me to share it?
Yeah. If you got one, go ahead.
Nope. What happened?
I have
Oh,
no
I'm on the
idea.
wrong. Hang
You
on.
shared the wrong one.
Yeah. Well, I've got two tabs open with Fine.
I gotcha.
There we go.
Studio. All right. I'll add. Okay, you got it there.
Sorry.
No, you got it.
That thing is weird looking, man.
It is very weird looking. Can
I
you?
wonder if I can get it bigger.
Yeah, click on one of those images. I'd be okay watching that YouTube video, the Fine Ampla Rocket.
I tried to remove that because it won't. I add a new one.
Okay.
I guess
Like
this is about as big as I get it. I'll let you do your thing.
Okay.
I'd still use something like that. That's cool looking.
Hold
I don't know about the colors.
I don't see it.
On one, it shows these different colors. Oh, those are RGB lights.
Yeah, those are the RGB lights. It's like I said, it's RGB'd out.
But that's cool. Like, look at this metal grill right there. I think it's awesome looking.
It does look cool. It is a USB microphone. It is definitely for gamers. But man, that thing would blow out your camera.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I ran across. I was looking up Fine stuff the other day, just because I've seen some older Fine stuff. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
I saw one today.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying nothing though.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you one that I saw that made me look up older Fine Finds. I don't know if you saw it, but it's a desk microphone. It is it sits on your desk and it has a really thin, like.
Oh yeah.
Like a bendable bar, like a bendable bar, and
like a snake,
and a Bob Barker microphone cover thing on the front to where it just looks like it's a desk microphone. It looked like that looks really cool.
Yeah,
for an office, it'd be great for an office setting or something like
for
that.
like doing like, what you call it, conference calls, Zoom calls, stuff like that.
I may get something like that just to review because it looked really cool.
I seen one today on the Fine website, and I asked my rep about it to see if I could maybe get a chance to review it, but it's sold out right now. But
Is
it's
it new?
nothing. I don't know, dude. I have never seen it, never heard of it, never seen anybody review it, and I would love it if they said yes, and I could be doing that one next.
Okay.
He's going.
You're,
He's huh?
I'm like, fine.
He's going on the website. I knew it. Don't.
I'm curious, man.
Yeah.
It's, let's see. Is it under microphones? I
Where
don't
did
know.
I see it? Where did I see it?
Oh, what in the?
Well, there's
I think
two.
I may.
There's
I think
two.
I may have just seen it. It's a USB one, right?
That's the one that you're seeing. That's not the one I saw today.
Okay.
I wonder.
I don't see it. Oh,
I'm trying to think of where I found it. I'll tell you what. I'll if I can find it real quick the way I'm going to look for it, I'll send it to you. But I'm not saying nothing.
okay. No. You're perfectly fine. This has gotten me. It's gotten my juices going. I'm telling you, I love Fine Fine. Fine Fine to me is better than Mayano, as far as a company. As far as a company, Fine Fine's leaps and bounds beyond Mayano. Now, Mayano does make really good microphones. They have 24-bit microphones, and most of Fine Fines are all of Fine Fines are 16, I think. So, but for me, that don't matter because I'm not doing a whole lot of processing on the back end.
Right. All right. So I found it.
I'd like
Go
to.
like this.
I'm curious.
Oh yeah.
Curiosity has got me here, buddy.
1 second and you'll see it. But just
Not a problem. I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing, guys. I won't say nothing. I'm sure everybody, all the 3 people who's watching this is checking it, watching it too.
yeah, they're probably not gonna. I'm gonna worry about it.
Oh, what?
Yeah. See, I told you.
Okay.
I'm sending you a different one that's got a description so you can see the next reason why.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm going to definitely have to reach out to my rep. I am definitely reaching out
not yet.
to my rep.
You gotta wait because I want to get a video about it. I wanted to be the first one to the punch.
If they send it out to you, if they're able to send you one. But
Yeah, they may say they don't have them anymore. It does say sold out. So
Yeah, I will say this though. A lot of times they'll put stuff on there that says sold out because it's not available yet. So this could be new.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, maybe.
And
But look, it's got you really like got the fire stoked, doesn't it?
I want that. I want that. I want that
told
big
you.
time now.
I told you.
Hopefully you're able to get one and I'm able to get one and we can both do a video on it. But yeah,
I told you it floored me when I saw that. I was like, "What is that?" And then I read the description and I'm like, so
yeah, that's definitely going to be. I don't know who your rep is, but mine is Iris. Great rep. She's a really awesome rep. I'm definitely going to be Bruce.
yeah, Bruce Ampligame. He's been cool. Like I said, it's just the names. I know they create them for us because you know they're what is it? Are they Taiwanese? Chinese, either way.
We'll just say Asian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Covers
Chinese
it.
company, but
Yeah.
and they make the names easier for us to deal with, which is much appreciated. But it's just funny because it's Ampligame, and I'm like, that's not your last name.
No, that's not your last name at all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got to go look at this again.
I know,
Wow.
dude. You better put a drool cup underneath your chin.
Okay. So, you know what? Aesthetically, it looks really good too.
It does.
It looks really good.
It does, dude.
So, yeah, this is definitely one.
That little thin pinstripe of a light in the middle looks.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know you guys can't see what we're talking about, and we're not. I'm pretty sure that we can't really say anything, even though it's on their website. So, I mean, but
Say it, yeah.
I'm not going to.
I don't want the rest of the community to know yet.
This is true. This is true. Like,
You know what I mean?
I really want this microphone.
I told you.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm gonna reach out after this show's done. If they send it to me, I will wait until I hear what your rep says, though.
I saw that, and all I could think of was it would be so good for my channel to be able to do a review on that microphone and just the attention that it might bring. You know what I mean?
It would. You know what? I'll hold off because I want you to do it first because I was the second person to do a review of the Tank 3, and that was my very first microphone review. And I fell in love with doing reviews, and B, I think that helped boost my channel.
Yeah, it probably did because it was one of the firsts.
Mm-hmm. And I so badly wanted to be the first person out. I literally, when I got it in, I was working at the time. It arrived while I was working, and I checked, and nobody had a review up. I had to wait 4 hours before I could even start a review. And nobody had posted. As soon as I sat down in here to start my review, I checked one more time. One person
Had already done it?
to it. Yeah, and they beat me to it.
Man,
Yeah,
that stinks. Let's see. I'm gonna look up. Oh no, not there. Oops.
So
What did I do?
I want to talk about my headphones real quick because they came with this coiled cable, and I've noticed that I have it sitting in my hand this whole time, and I'm just playing with the cable. That's all I've been doing is playing with this cable.
The what on the what? Because it's coiled.
Yeah, I'm just taking the coil and just sort of like, yep. I'm just like flipping the coils out like this, and doing it over again.
Okay. I do see videos for it, but
Oh, you do? How old are they?
they're not from this country.
That's where they start. That is where they start. Yeah.
The Czech Republic. This one is maybe the Philippines.
So it'll be available over here soon, I would imagine.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's it. There's right off if you search on YouTube, you'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I find, let's see, 1, 2, that's it.
I'll probably,
And
I
then
know,
I'll
I
see-
won't know what they're saying, but I'll get an idea of what it sounds like just
3.
from hearing them.
Yep, there's another one. Looks like it's the Czech Republic.
All right,
I think
guys.
it's Czech Republic.
Yeah. All right, guys. Like I said, how's everybody's week been? Does anybody have any budget podcasting questions? Anything you would like us to go over real quick? We did feature the toner TD510, even though we're talking fine now. It always seems
Sorry,
to go back
toner.
to fine. Yeah, it always seems to go back to fine. They're just a superior budget company, in my opinion.
I'm happy with them. They've got, there's probably a few products that aren't that great, um, but there's so many that are
Mm-hmm.
price wise. Like they have microphones that are that are good, great. They're great because of the price, and they're also
Mm-hmm.
great just because they're really good. And then the bonus is that they're not that expensive.
How does it sound in a hurricane? Like this.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Some knocking noises.
Dude, I grew up in Florida, and I know that there's a hurricane going through it right now, or feeder bands are hitting it. It's in that general area. I haven't looked in a while, but we used to have hurricane parties, man, like
Uh-huh.
where I was at, like, because I lived in Polk County, which is basically right in the middle of Florida from coast to coast. So we would get hit hard, like, and lose power and stuff, but we wouldn't flood a lot, and we wouldn't have that many issues like the coast would have. So, but dude, we would get together and we would have parties. Like,
We always did.
yeah.
And it was nice because it comes at a time when you're tired of being hot. And every
Mm-hmm.
time a hurricane comes, the temperature drops and the
Mm-hmm.
wind kicks up, and you're just like, oh, it feels so good.
Until it's over and you have no power, no AC, and then
Then
you're
it's
kind of,
hot and there's no
yeah.
wind. Yeah, and it's
That that
muggy.
that does suck. I remember one year we were there and like no power for a week, and it was just so hot, so muggy.
We had
Oh
two
yeah, Polk
weeks.
County is definitely redneck territory, homie. Definitely.
Yeah.
Good old Grady Judd runs that place.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we had 2 weeks once
ooh,
on our side, and we ended up. I was down there with my ex-wife. We ended up going and staying with my dad and my mom and dad because my dad had he didn't have a generator, but he had a whole garage full of deep cycle marine batteries. So
mm-hmm.
we had everything running off of those.
Yeah, we didn't. We were out for a week, and I don't know about you, but I cannot sleep at all if I'm hot.
No,
If I'm
no,
hot, I can't sleep.
me neither.
It's a horrible sleep. I'm up every 5 minutes. It's just I can't do it.
Yep.
And it was about a week of almost no sleep or little to no sleep, like 5 minute bursts. And I was almost to the point to where we're like, we're going to go across state. We'll even go up to Alabama if we have to, just to get a hotel because I need sleep. I was irritable. My wife was about ready to kill me. It was bad. It was really bad.
I don't like
And
that part of it.
and literally, my son says, "Well, what if I just say power on?" And literally, he said that, and the power comes on. It was like,
You were like,
it,
"Thank you.
I'm
Why
like,
didn't you say that sooner?"
Why couldn't you do that earlier? Yeah, it was, and it was crazy because a mile down the road, some companies had power one way, couple miles the other way they had power, but where we were at, nothing.
Nothing.
It was
So
crazy.
Bill said he's got 2 generators and he runs 3 ACs, and that's definitely a necessity as far as I'm
Yes.
concerned in Florida. But then you've got to deal with like getting gas for it, or like getting ice, getting
Mm-hmm.
water, like just if you want drinking water, like from a bottle. All those things, are just it's. I used to hate getting in line for gas, mile long line, just sitting there for 4 hours waiting
If
to
you
get up
know
there
it's
and get.
coming, fill up 2 days prior.
We usually did, but
Yeah, because if you try to do it a day before it hits, you're going to be in line
yeah,
forever. And bread and milk are like the first thing gone, and what bread, milk, water are the first thing out of stores. And I'm like, I never understood that because milk spoils.
right,
Bread,
yeah,
bread I kind of understand, but like eggs I didn't
milk.
understand. Um, it just I didn't
It's everything.
understand. Like, yeah.
They hit the shelves and they go nuts. It was just like when COVID happened. Same
Yeah.
thing. Everybody was cleaning the shelves, man. They just stocking up. That's all they were
Oh, the
doing.
toilet paper crisis,
Yeah.
which is
Nobody
why
had
I
toilet
now
paper.
have a bidet. I now have a bidet.
So what do you do with a bidet after you're all wet but you're clean?
I still use toilet paper, but
Oh,
I use less. It's not where I'm continuous. I'm not going to get
right.
into it.
I thought about that as soon as I
Yeah.
asked.
Yeah.
I'm like, here we go. We're going to talk about a bidet now.
Look, I will say this. Anybody listening, highly, highly suggest getting a bidet. It's a game changer. It's probably the second best upgrade I ever put in my house.
What do you just got? One of them little aftermarket ones you just clamp onto the seat?
Yeah, it's a little aftermarket, and it has little knobs for the spray and everything. It's great. It's honestly, you once you go bidet, you don't go back.
You might not do it bidet. You might not do it but tomorrow.
Can we talk about food now? Well, technically, we kind of are.
We were talking about the after effects of food.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I had sugar cookies before we went live, Bill.
Yeah.
Fresh,
I called Clay a bad word under my breath when he was
Fresh,
eating those
hot
cookies.
sugar, and they were nothing on them. No like added icing. No, it was just a batch of warm sugar cookies.
So I got a hair up my butt today, and I had a craving. I wanted a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes,
Okay.
and it had to be from Popeyes. So I went out my way to stop in and get a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
I don't know how spicy they are, so I don't know if I'd want one or not. I like.
They're not that spicy.
but
They're
I
not spicy hardly at all. At least not this one.
I've gotten a couple of the McDonald's had some spicy chicken sandwich, and it was too damn spicy.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
"Ooh."
you're not a spice person, huh?
No, I love hot sauce. I love hot, like spicy stuff. Buffalo, for some reason, whatever peppers are used in it,
Mm,
I can only have so much of it before it just bothers me.
mm.
And I don't like Tabasco.
Not a big Tabasco person
No.
either. Not a big
Nope.
Tabasco person, but I do like hot sauce, and I like hot food. But I am the only person in my house who likes spicy food.
That's tough.
It drives me nuts. Like, I want to order something spicy, and they're like, "But I'm not going to eat it." I'm like, "Well, all right."
Just get it for yourself. You're never going to have it if you don't.
You know, my wife is in Maine right now for a wedding, so I went and got me a spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah. There's just certain stuff. I love horseradish.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it's not a burn in your mouth. It's like up in your sinuses.
Right. I like the horsey sauce from Arby's.
Yep. It's good stuff, man. I like making dip for fries with mayo, a little bit of ketchup, and a bunch of horseradish.
I'll use ketchup and mayonnaise and mix it together when I'm having like fish sticks or the processed fish triangles. I call it fancy sauce. Ketchup and mayonnaise, mix it together. Fancy sauce.
It's almost like Big Mac sauce.
The hottest Anthony Lewis goes is jalapenos.
And see, I like food that's been flavored with a jalapeno, but I don't want to eat the jalapeno.
I don't care if I eat the jalapeno. I can handle jalapenos. Yeah, I can handle jalapenos.
But if you put it in chili or you cook something with it and then just take the jalapenos out, I'm okay.
Yeah. Or, I mean, honestly, jalapenos aren't hot. It's the seeds that are hot. So if you take out the seeds and the ribs of a jalapeno, perfectly fine. Yeah, perfectly fine.
Maybe that's why I like jalapeno poppers so much.
Mm-hmm. I love a jalapeno popper. What place do you go to that has the best jalapeno poppers?
I don't really have a place.
You don't? Wouldn't the bidet take care of that hair?
Probably.
And
Oh, because you said you had a hair up your ass.
oh,
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna tell you that the sandwich sounded good, but I was torn between, is it a hair up your ass, or a hair across your ass? That's how I've always heard it.
I've always heard it up my ass. So
Yeah.
it's different
Yeah.
regions, I guess. Yeah.
Different.
Either way is
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
I don't kink shame. So
No.
all right, we're drifting. All right, guys. If there's no more questions on budget podcasting gear, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this live.
We're at our hour.
Yeah, we're actually over the hour, which is fine. So yeah, if there, I'll pause for any more questions. I'll pause to get any more questions in. But yeah, I want to answer the jalapeno popper question. There's a place down the road called Golden Chick. They have really good jalapeno poppers, and they are the cheese jalapeno poppers, not the cream cheese.
I want to try those ones. They call them Texas something, and it's a jalapeno with the what is that, cream cheese that's inside of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're wrapped in bacon.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got Bill saying, see you, buddy. Love you. So I guess we'll go ahead and end it.
And say good night.
Yep. So that is it for Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. So for Clay, I am Kevin saying, if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
See you later.